Welcome back, and congratulations again on starting to learn how to read. So today we're going to practice more of what we started to learn yesterday. And what we were working on yesterday was looking at letters, saying their sounds, and then blending those sounds together to say a word. And that's called reading. So we've been practicing reading. And we already knew how to look at letters and say their sounds because we know our letter sounds. And we already knew how to blend the sounds together to make a word because we've been working on that with listening detectives. But this was the first time that we looked at letters and blended those sounds together to say a word. So it was really our first time reading. So yesterday we worked on reading 3 different words. The word cat, the word sat, and the word rat. And those 3 words come from the same word family. Now, a word family is a group of words that have the same letters or sounds at the end. And the words cat, sat, and rat all end with A-T. They all have the sound at the end. Today, we're also going to work with the at family. When we see the letter A, we say the sound ah. And when we see the letter T, we say the sound t. So when we put those 2 letters together at the end of the word, we get at. So here's your ending chunk or your ending sounds, at. And those are going to be the sounds that we're working with at the end of our words today again. But what's going to change is the beginning sound or the first letter in our word. So we're going to work with the letter B today. The letter B says B. B, boot, B. So when you see the letter B at the beginning of your word, you're going to make the sound B. We're also going to work with the letter H. H says the sound H. So when you see the letter H at the beginning of your word, you're going to say H, house, H. We're also going to see the letter M. M is going to come at the beginning of one of our words. M, mouse, So when you see M at the beginning of your word, you're going to say the sound And finally, we're going to see the letter P at the beginning of one of our words. P makes the sound P. P, penguin, P. So when you see P at the beginning of our word, you're going to make the sound P. Now I'm going to show you the 4 words. You're going to see the beginning letter, which is one of the 4 we just went over, and you're going to see the ending chunk at. Every time I show you a word, the last sound in that word is going to be at because all of the words end with A-T, and that is the at word family. So take a look at these words and let's work together on saying the letter sounds and then blending them together to make a word. Let's work together on reading. Here's our first word, H-A-T. Let's look at the different letters that we see. First, we have the letter H. The letter H, if you guys remember, says H. So the first sound in our word is H. After the H, we have the letters A-T, and we know what those letters say together. A and T together say at, because we're working in the at word family. So when we see the A-T, we say at. So here are our beginning and ending sounds that we're trying to blend. Our beginning sound is H, and the ending chunk is at. How can we combine H and at? At, hat, hat. That's right, H-A-T spells hat. Here's our next word, P-A-T. Let's look at the different letters and talk about their sounds. The first letter is P, and we know that P makes the sound P. So the first sound in our word is P. After the P comes A-T, and we know that A-T says at. So the sounds that we're blending are P and at. P, at. How can we blend P, at? at, pat. That's right. P-A-T spells pat, like pat on the head. Here's our next word, M-A-T. Let's look at the different letters and the sounds that they make. Here's the first letter, the letter M. What sound does the letter M make? It makes the sound mm. So the first sound in our word is mm. After the M, we have the letters A-T. Do you guys remember what our ending chunk says? It says at. So after the first sound, we have the ending sounds at. So here are the letters that we're combining. How do we blend their sounds? The first sound is and then the ending chunk is at. How do we blend at? At, mat, mat. Exactly. M-A-T spells mat, like yoga mat. Here's our last word, B-A-T. Can you guys figure out what that says? What sounds do those letters make? First, we have the letter B. What sound does the letter B make? Then we have our ending chunk, A-T. What sounds do A-T make together? Now that you know the sounds that we're working with, try to blend them. What sound does the letter B make? Make that sound. What sounds do the letters A-T make at the end of this word family? Make that sound. Can you blend these two sounds together? The letter B says B. The letters A-T in this word family say at. B, at. B, at. Bat. Did you guys figure it out? The letters B-A-T spell the word bat. Yay! You read 4 new words. You guys are growing your brains so much, and your families and your teachers are so happy and proud. Great work today. We're going to read even more words tomorrow.